What if I told you that most of your days lived in autopilot? The truth is that most people believe that in order for them to make changes in their life, they have to be motivated to make the change. But it isn't until you start making a decision that that change will happen. So if you've listened to my previous live streams, I've spoken about how the mind works and where there are two parts, the conscious and the subconscious mind. Well, the truth is that the brain loves efficiency. That's why we create habits. We have the same emotional reactions. We go about our day the same way. Think about it. The way that you woke up today was the same way that you woke up yesterday. You're always living in your ideas of the past. So I don't know if you're familiar with Dr. Joe Dispenza, but Dr. Joe Dispenza talks a lot about this, how we live in the constant past. When we wake up, the first thing that we will grab is our phone. And we have connections, emotions tied to that. The same emotions that we lived yesterday will feel them today. Even if you don't feel anything at the time, you always have to remember, and you remember the past. That's why you always keep creating the same results. You just get into the routine. Habits are the way that the mind programs itself to live on a consistent basis. That's why you create your on autopilot. You just do things without really thinking about them. So I started realizing when I got involved with the personal development industry, and I wanted to see how change happened. That's when I learned that the reason why I am creating the same results in my life is because I constantly live in the emotions and the habits of the past. You know, the way that I woke up was the same way every single day. And it wasn't until I made decisions that my life completely changed. This is something that I've applied for, in my career and as well as, in my fitness journey. Whenever I've wanted to make a change, I have had to audit my life and see exactly where I'm continuing doing the same thing over and over again, building Empress Rising, like trying to figure out why I'm stuck at the same spot. And it's because I continue to go through the same routine always. I'm still working in corporate. So when the first thing I open my laptop is to do stuff from work, of course, that's my priority. Um, but then the times that I'm not doing anything, I would go through social media, Facebook, with the idea of maybe I get inspired, maybe I get motivated. But the truth is I know, especially studying in personal development, that that's not going to create the change. So I had to interrupt the pattern. I had to make something different. So I've decided that, let's focus on what can I do to grow my visibility, to become a leader in the industry. And it's practicing being out there. Even though I've coached people in the past, even though I've had clients, whether in the fitness industry, and it's getting back into the routine of me creating the results that I want. So in order for you to create these changes, you have to start interrupting the pattern. It doesn't have to be everything at once. It can only be with just one shift. Because again, if you start trying to make too many changes at a time, your brain will just go into the past feelings, and it'll just try to get back you on the path that you were in the past. So if you just change one thing, that's when slowly you'll start creating momentum and creating the changes in your life. Um, so I ask you today, what is the one thing that you need to change in order for you to make or to create the results that you want. So think about it. What is that one thing, the pattern interrupter that you must do in order for you to make the changes that you need in your life? Whether it's, in your fitness journey, is it, waking up a little bit earlier and going to the gym, or during lunchtime going for a run? If it's in the career, it's waking up a little bit earlier and maybe uh, study personal development, because that's also another way that will start creating different beliefs for yourself. I hope this was helpful, and leave me in the comments what you got out from this live. And hopefully, if there's someone that you feel that needs to hear this message, please share it with them. My name is Ale Correal, and I'm a coach. I'm Ale Correal, empowerment coach, and I hope that you have an amazing day today, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.